right, good Tuesday evening, everybody. We have got some rain coming over the next couple of days. Of course, the clouds increase this afternoon, so it's going to be a cloudy night tonight. Winds coming in from the south. That's going to keep our temperatures up well above freezing. So the past couple mornings, we've been in the 20s for lows. It's been freezing. We're done with the freezing weather. We actually might be done with the freezing weather for the rest of 2025. It looks like we got a lot of warm weather coming over the last week of the year, with one exception. We're going to cool down briefly Friday, but I do think temperatures stay above freezing. So we've got a little bit of rain already to the west of us in response to a little trough here close to the Texas coastline. There's also a cold front to the northwest. That one is going to be coming through Thursday. We'll get to that in just a second. First, live IMAX 12 showing a lot of clouds. Not a lot of rain yet, but there is some rain just to the west of us near Monroe. Some of that rain is going to be moving into west Mississippi by tomorrow morning. Most of the rain is going to stay in our western counties, though, in the Delta, our river counties, mainly west of I-55. So the chance of rain is not great, just about 30%, and most of the rain showers tomorrow are going to be on the light side, and temperatures are still going to be mild thanks to that south breeze. So right now, we're at 51 degrees, and temperatures only dropping into, let's say, the mid-40s by tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, even with cloud cover and a chance of rain, still going to be mild. We're still going to be well into the 60s for highs despite the cloud cover and the rain out there. So here's the rain tomorrow in response to that wave down to the south of us, and then look to the northwest and you see that next approaching cold front. I want to point out, though, that most of the bad weather with this system is going to stay well to the north of us. Notice the area of low pressure is way up there in the Great Lakes, so the heaviest rain, the best potential for thunderstorms, and even level 1 marginal risk of severe weather is going to stay in, let's say, the Midwest, the Ohio River Valley, Kentucky, Tennessee. Farther south, you don't have that good storm energy, even though it's going to be a pretty good front coming through, and we are going to see a cool down. We're only looking for scattered showers, possibly a thunderstorm, possibly some heavy rain over parts of the state, but I don't think it's going to be severe at this point. So here's a look at the next couple of days. The clouds tonight, light rain showers, mostly west of us. Let's say mid-morning to about midday on your Wednesday, then we get a break, and then here comes our front. The heaviest rain, it looks like by this model, developing in the Pine Belt. And yes, there could be a thunderstorm in the mix. We could see up to an inch of rain in a couple of spots, but it's not going to hit everybody. So that's why the chance of rain is only about 50%. And then by early Friday, all that shifts to the east of us. We're going to see some rapid clearing. It'll cool down just for one day, and then we're going to warm back up over the weekend. So through Wednesday and Thursday, most of us will get about a half inch of rain, maybe even less in some places. But where we get that heavy rain, and right now we're targeting that for the Pine Belt, we could see an inch of rain or more. So the heavier rain is going to be very spotty. But Thursday is definitely going to be your best chance for rain. Friday and Saturday look dry. Now initially Friday is going to be cooler. Saturday is going to be a good day. I think we're going to be warming up for the first half of the weekend. Clouds will be increasing. That's going to lead to a couple of spotty showers Sunday, but not going to be a washout. Overall, the weekend is looking good. Here's a look at our temperatures. You see that one-day dip on Friday and then a very nice recovery over the weekend. And once we make it into the 70s by Sunday, that's pretty much where we stay for the last week of 2025. Here's your extended outlook for December 24th through the 30th. And not only above average temperatures in Mississippi, but for most of the country, it is going to be a warmer than normal Christmas. Now, does that mean a warm Christmas? Warmer than average in the northern states is still pretty cold, but way above average in Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana, that's actually pretty mild. And we are expecting at least 70s for highs for much of next week. So for tonight, it's going to be mostly cloudy. That's going to keep our temperatures up. We're also going to see a south wind, so 43, that's going to do it for a low. And then tomorrow, lots of clouds, 30% chance of rain, mostly to the west of us. We'll see a southeast wind and a high temperature of 65 degrees. We're actually going to make it up to about 71 Thursday before the front moves through. And remember, a 50% chance of rain, of showers, and a few thunderstorms. And then Friday, yes, it is going to be cooler. Highs are only going to be in the mid-50s, but lows will stay above freezing in the upper 30s. And then we immediately warm back up. Saturday, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s. And then we get into the low 70s Sunday. And look, we stay there for pretty much the entire week of Christmas. Lows are going to be in the 50s and highs in the 70s. Could see a spotty shower or two with a mix of sun and clouds. But overall, looks like a pretty good holiday. In fact, Christmas Eve at this point looks mostly sunny with a high of 71. Now, Christmas Eve is the 8th day of the 8-day forecast, so that is changeable. But right now, the trends are that we should be pretty warm and overall pretty dry for the last week of 2025. All right, that is going to do it for your forecast update for tonight. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here in the morning with your next update. Have a good night.